So this is where we're at with the shitty Halo show. And make no mistake, it is shitty. You know, I've been watching it and we're down to the final episode and I have no faith going into this final episode. This Silver timeline is terrible. It's filled with contradictions, not only to proper Halo canon, but it's the Silver timeline, but within its own timeline as well. You know, we've made lots of arguments about how this timeline makes no sense within itself. And myself and Mike, we accidentally guessed the plot to the show. It's all about sex. And last week's episode, last week's episode confirmed that. We had now this says Master Chief, but it's Master Cheeks. If you squint your eyes, you might accidentally mistake him as Master Chief. Yeah, kind of. But anyway, it's Master Cheeks. Master Cheeks and Mackie, the human covenant spy. Yeah, that's a thing. They had sex in this episode, and there's so much going on with just that sentence within itself and how that's just out there. Now, you all know me. I am far from a prude. I'm about as far from a prude as you can get. But that was just so stupid. Absolutely stupid. And now we have even like these shill mainstream outlets are coming down and making jokes about it because it was awful. So we got a few little things to go over here. In episode 8 of the Halo TV series, Allegiance, should have been called Penetration, Master Cheeks has sex for presumably the first time, unlike his video game counterpart, blah, 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 blah. You know, fans aren't happy about it, blah, blah, blah. Look, fans aren't happy about the whole show for a multitude of reasons, but the sex scene was just so stupid as well. And yes, he did lose his virginity in that scene, and so did she. Those two characters had sex in that scene and lost their virginity while Cortana watched from inside his head, because in the Silver timeline, Cortana is drilled into his fucking brain. And she just watched them get their freak on. And I assume there was emphasis on freak. Headcanon, there was some butt sex going on in there. I don't care what you say. There was some butt sex. There was definitely some butt sex. Look, there they are there. You know, ooh, they're getting real close, you know, just before it gets to the spicy parts. Now, I obviously can't show you too much, but there was no titty and there was no penetration. It wasn't porn, but it was sex. So here they are. Here they are. Look at that, man. I think that was the image I used for my thumbnail. My thumbnail on that. I really want someone to take the Kylo Ren. You know, I can take whatever I want. Put that on there. She was so into it as well. And meanwhile, that's Cortana inside his head, watching them fuck. And then when she goes and tells Halsey about it, Halsey has a really weird reaction for someone that's supposed to be the mother type character to John. And Cortana learns what love is by watching two adult virgins fuck. I'm not making that up. That's actually what happened. That's how bad this fucking shit has got. Now, look, have a look at this one. This one's interesting. So this is from some fella called the Sacred Icon. I saw this pop up. He seems to like the show. Fine. If you like the show, that's totally fine. I'm not here to tell you can't like it. I think it's fucking awful. God awful. Even as a TV show, let alone a Halo show. It is the worst Halo in existence. It's terrible sci-fi, and it's just a shit show. But this guy seems to like it. That's cool. He puts out, we are known for our positivity regarding the Halo show. However, the average fan does not have the tolerance we do for most things. Well, not only the average fan, I'd say fans right across the board, but regardless. I think it's safe to say you've asked too much when it comes to the Halo TV series. We like a lot about the show, but the needle has been pushed too far. Yeah, I think it has been pushed a little bit too far, not just for people that like the show like this fella, but even just for like the general broader audience. I mean, for fuck's sakes, how low does it have to sink for even Kotaku to make jokes about it? Even Kotaku is making jokes about it. Congrats on the sex, Master Chief. Just had sex. Yeah, let's go. Congrats on the sex. And look at this one as well. Dude, even fucking GameSpot. Holy shit. With the Cortana dirt face. Derp. Master Chief got his freak on, but not with Cortana. Well, she was there and she can control his body to an extent in the Silver timeline. You know, like me and Mike said, you know, hypothetically, she could have edged him. And if he was about to bust a little bit too early, you know, blow his load, get a nut too early, she could have stopped that. Now, if Cortana is a bro, she would have improved his performance. You know, get a little bit more blood rushing, squeeze out an extra inch or two. You know what I'm saying? Cortana is a bro. And like I said at the start, remember, the female term for cuck is cuck queen. That's true. Cortana is a cuck queen in the Silver timeline. But this seems to be the scene that has absolutely tanked the Halo show. Even the people that are liking, very few people are defending this. We saw the community manager of 343 come out and defend it. He's fucking lying. You can tell he's lying. Everyone in the comments thread was saying how bad this episode was. This episode was god-awful. Terrible, man. And I think we all collectively, by ourselves, obviously, but I think we need to cleanse this by consuming some actual proper Halo porn. It's got to be out there. It's fucking got to be out there. Real Halo porn's probably a lot better than this shit. I mean, we're practically watching Halo porn, so we might as well watch Halo porn. We can at least get a fucking nut to. So far, the only one that got a nut was fucking Cheeks in this shit. My God.